The royal finale. The royal finale, chapter 1, hidden in the plain sight. You stand on one of the Applewood's balconies where the King Eric, who just revealed the existence of a secretive group called the 1.Hidden. I come to relay an offer to Duchess Gabriella. We want you and your friends to join us. Why would you want your people? Why would you want your people? Why would your people want us to join you? If your secret club is so powerful, why bother with a small kingdom like Cordonia? Cordonia's reputation reaches far beyond its borders, as does yours and King Talewa's. It's valuable to have allies with such influence. It's clear that every major decision in the kingdom these days revolve around the five of you, especially you. Where the chairman of the realms goes, the king and the kingdom clearly follow. And why on earth should I tell them to join you? Why shouldn't I call for help and have you arrested right now? Who would answer that call? Your staff? How would you know if they're loyal to you or to us? Could you really trust anyone who came through that door? He nods towards the window of the ballroom, where you see Hannah and your friend chatting, unaware that nobles hiding via imperial pens are right beside them. The 1.Hidden have eyes and ears everywhere, even some close to home. Oh, I don't like that. We can use that influence to make things very unpleasant, or unfortunately, very unfortunate for you and your charming little family. Leave my family out of this, Eric. But we can also be powerful friends who can provide wealth, peace, and stability. By joining us, you'd simply be reaping the benefits of our influence and gaining allies around the world. If what you tell me is true, then luckily I'm a man that hears people out before making big decisions. Let me talk to my friends about your offer. I can't make a big decision on the spot. Of course. And I certainly don't expect you to take my word for it, all these revelations. Think my offer over. Satisfy your curiosity, and if you like to know more, I'd be happy to arrange a visit to Vanaheim. Vanaheim? Isn't that some snowy kingdom up north? One that's been happily in the Imperial hands for decades now. Consider it a chance to see the kind of life we can offer. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Duchess Gabriella. We'll talk soon. He turns away and heads down a staircase into the gardens while you rush back into the ballroom to find Hannah. Gabriella? Is everything alright? No, Hannah, we need to find our friends and get home to Victoria now. When you arrive back at your dishes, you and Hannah check on Ash is safely asleep in her bed. Then assemble everyone in one of the duchy's studies. And we're home. We check on Ash. Now, will you please tell us what's going on with one? King Eric found me at the ball, and what he told me changes everything. You tell them all of it, who the V Imperi are, what they want, and the names you're learning about, including Bartholomew, Emmeline, and Neville. So you're saying my already super evil dad was probably super royal evil secret society? It sounds pretty far-fetched. I mean, it does. Like something like that. Why would that sound? Something that sounds that far-fetched? Why would that be a? What would that be a lie? And why would that be something that someone would make up on the spot? It can't be a lie. It can't be. Why else would they make up a story that wild? True. If this was some kind of true story, why come up with something that hard to believe? And on the spot, I might add. Okay, fair point. I suppose it would explain a lot why people have tried so hard to take Cordonia's throne over the years. Why I found a bunch of dead ends last year when I was researching that symbol found from Dad's lodge. And how Bartholomew had the resources to hurt so many people, including Queen Eleanor. If this is real, we need to help protect Cordonia and our family. I hate that Eric was able to corner you like that, but not letting that happen again. But Eric said they have someone close to us. He probably wants us to suspect each other, throw us off our game, or convince us that they're as capable as he says. Well, I know it's not any of you, so that rules out 4. Well, 5 of them count us. But we know we didn't do it. We know we're not a part of it, and we didn't do it, so that rules out 4. But we can't just know that someone could be watching our every move. Then we need to find this person before we even consider Eric's offer. We can't deal with the Imperial while suspecting our friends. Maybe Eric can help us in a weird way. Tonight's ball was supposed to be for Cordonia's only, right? You think this mystery murder got him into Applewood? Why not Emmeline or Neville? I'll lean more towards Neville. Neither of them is close enough to us to have snuck him onto the guest list, and I remember seeing them in the law room all night. I hate to say it, but we might want to consider Bertrand? No, wait, what? No. I don't buy it. Are you kidding? Bertrand would never. I agree. Wouldn't he? He was always more involved in your dad's affairs, and Bartholomew was part of the Imperium. Plus, Bertrand might not have been at Applewood tonight, but he did help me assemble the guest list for the ball. he did turn out to be a very better liar than we gave him credit for. Lesson. If it's Bertrand, I'll eat one of my big heads. I just can't picture him throwing in with some shady royal society. Thank you, Gabriella. Before we start pointing fingers at my brother, we should look at our allies and with actual secrets. What, like Olivia? What secrets does she have? What secrets would she have? I was thinking more like Poinamalas. The Spy Queen? No, what secrets would she have? That's not what. No. I know she wasn't at the party either, but she's basically a super hacker, and she's gotten us into places from a distance before. That's true, but don't forget, Maxwell, the whole ordeal with Avenue and the drone, we kinda pinned that on her without proper evidence. So why would we suspect her this time? I did say a spreadsheet of the guest list on a palace server. Someone like the Spy Queen could have gotten to it. Mara also told me something when we were at the ball. She saw Landon hanging around in the servants' hallways while she was on patrol. It didn't seem that weird at the time, but if he's a member like Emmeline, he could have snuck it in. What about the King's Guard? They've got so many security protocols that it will be tough for any guard to create any opening, but it could be someone from the party we haven't even considered yet. This is a lot, you guys. This is a lot, you guys. Like a lot. Yeah. You sit down on the edge of the bed, your head reeling. Hannah puts a comforting hand on your shoulder. But if we're going to get through this, we can't trust anyone. We can only trust each other. Right now, the only other person outside this room who I trust is our daughter. She doesn't need to know anything right now, but I know that we'll protect her no matter what. Hannah nods determinedly, giving your shoulder a reassuring squeeze. Always give it a look. Well, we have a few suspects to start with, and we find an excuse to get close to them and question them. A public event would take too long to set up. Then how about something simple? An exclusive, intimate dinner for Duchess Gabriella, Duchess Hannah, and their closest friends and allies. We can serve them food and question about where their loyalties really lie. It sounds risky, but I'm in it for Ash. So am I like it. Let us confront the problem head on. We'll serve some piping hot entrees with a big side of truth and justice. Oh Let's play. Let's plan for tomorrow night then. Let's plan for tomorrow night then. And get ready for whatever or whoever we might find. Okay, I like this. I like this. I like this. Are Princess Bedouin? That's right, sweetie. That's right. 100%. Ashley crosses after Ash and hops up on the windowsill, gently looking around while Tiny and Ronnie tries to sniff every object in the settling room. Gilmore wags his tail enthusiastically at all the new sights and smells. It's about time we had a big girl room of their own. Thank you, best mommy and mama ever. That gives you both the biggest hug that a 4-year-old can muster. You deserve all the best things in the world, sweetheart. Ashes over to the bed and sits on it, bouncing up and down on the edge. It's so big and soft. The couple days, we commissioned did a good job after she finished so early that I might have asked her to try something extra. Like something extra fancy for our big girl, our girl's new room. Then Hannah pulled out her phone and showed you and asked her lawyer even comfier bed. Oh, look at even bored down. Okay. Ooh, 100%. Yes, so pretty. Someone made this Hannah's phone and quickly with the snout. We can set up that one if you like it better, but the one we have is also pretty cozy. What do you think, everyone? I think whatever my girl wants, she gets. She's getting extra bedroom throughout the book will help make it a special place for her to come to in time of the movie. I'm going with it. Fancy bed. Get the fanciest bed. To me, it's the best. Baby on the cloud. Is that what you want from this? What you deserve? Is that what you want? That's what you deserve, princess. One new bed coming right up. With the help of a thorough assembling manual and some tools, you fully set the bed up in her room. How does it look, princess? Fluffy! Is that wrong at all? She races towards the bed and leaps onto it with all her might. The plush mattress easily cushioning her landings and ash into a fit of giggles among the many pillows. Like it's got the ash mattress still brutal. That ash bounces happily on her new bed. Hannah puts a company on around you. No matter what happens with her or the Imperial, I want her to sleep just like this, happy and safe. Or protect you, good brother. And I'm here to protect you too. She leads you out into the hallway, leaving Ash to play as the door shuts behind you. Hannah takes your hand in her own. No matter what we find tonight, I'm not letting anyone one out the or my wife. Can you really promise that when we don't know what we'll find? I know that you mean the world to me, and I know that we're worth fighting for, whatever that is. People, you close and perceive. You hold her tightly for a moment and she embraces you just as tightly. You can count on it, it will. Although, right, the second we better start checking our guest list for dinner. So our guest list for dinner leads to the banquet boutique. I mean, later, shortly before dinner, your friends meet up with your family in the boutique. All of our people of interest said they could make it, so here's hoping we get some answers. Don't want spies on my friends or my kingdom and gets away with it. We'll sniff out their spies before they suspect a thing. And if anyone knows stuff they shouldn't about Eric or the Applewood Ball or act shady, text swordfish to the group chat. Is swordfish for dinner? No, sweetie, no, sweetie, no, sweetie. No, kiddo, it's just a code word your old Uncle Maxwell picked because it sounds cool, and that is the second best shark in the world. Still says that one, in my opinion, is the hammerhead. Code word noted, but if this is supposed to be a dinner party, we should look the part. I mean, we are in the boutique, so. And I couldn't leave my wife out. There's something special for you on that rack to the left. Something lovely and event approved. Appropriate. Say no more. Oh, ooh, lavender dream. Delicate with this sparkling evening gown. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. It reminds me of a king that shall not be named. But we Cordonians wear it better. We wear their colors better. What's the point of hosting a dinner if we don't go all out? True. You're so fancy, mommy. Please tell me Ash has that matching one, please. Please? Heather takes your hand and spins you in a gentle spell, grinning admiringly. Aww. I am pure Hannah wearing her purple dress to match us. And Fancy is a very good look on you. Please tell me she's gonna go with her purple dress, please. There's a knock on the door, and Boston and Mara step inside. Your guests are beginning to arrive with graces. They told us there was a security issue during the ball at Applewood, so we wanted to coordinate tonight's security personally. Thank you, Mara. It's unacceptable that an intruder breached our perimeter. That is unacceptable. Just don't let it happen again. I lost my best friend to a security breach once, and I'm not about to let that happen to my king or the Hayes family. Here claps a hand on Bastian's shoulder. The two men share a sympathetic look, clearly thinking about Jake's father. I really hope there won't be anything to worry about tonight, but we appreciate you taking it seriously, all of you. Then, if everyone's ready, may I escort you downstairs? So wait, Hannah doesn't get what? Okay. Okay. Or our daughter? Okay. I want a piggyback ride. Okay. Of course, Your Highness, while you're still small enough for them. With the ash on Mara's back, you head down to the grand hall where your sisters are milling around the table along with a few other exclusive children guests. At least one person in this room is working for the Imperial. It's a pleasure to see you and Cordelia again, Ah! Well, I wasn't about to turn down a free Gabriella and Hannah dinner party. How would we even turn down anything that's free? Just be honest. It warms my heart to see such friendship between Cordelia and Montesero. But where do we even start? Before you can even greet your other guests, Ash slips out of Marla's back and makes a beeline for Bertrand and his family. Oh, I'm guessing since Ash is going for the party, Bertrand and Savannah is where we start. Hi, buddy! Called it. Hey, Ash. I've been learning card tricks. Wanna see? I guess we start with Bertrand. We'll talk to the other guests while you and Maxwell handle him. You and Maxwell join Ash beside Barty and his parents. Further, Gabriella, you're looking quite elegant tonight, if you don't mind my saying. Barty, please don't flip another card into someone's face. Duke of Kings, lucky he walked away with both eyes. Okay. Maybe I should supervise this trick too. Please? Asked Savannah and Ash followed Barty and his deck of cards. Maxwell placed a hand on Bertrand's shoulder to stop him. No card tricks for you, big bro. We need to talk. Really? Are you? What? No. That's what you wanna ask him? You were right yesterday. We both know it's not Bertrand. What's not Bertrand? We think someone let an uninvited guest into the ball, and we're trying to figure out who it was. After Hannah and I worked so hard to assemble with the guest list, this is disgraceful. This is a disgraceful act. I only wish I'd seen something suspicious so I could have punished the ruffian myself. When was the last time I heard ruffian, dog? Oh, that's right. During Bertrand's bachelor party. And the bear attack. That's honestly the most Bertrand answer you could have given us. I believe you, and I believe you. See, I told everyone it couldn't be him. I already do that. That's what Rob says. Big brother in a big hug. Thanks for being who I thought you were, Bertrand. I'm pretty sure he just confused. You're welcome. Bobby, Uncle Nacho, we made a new friend. Ash and Buddy walk up to you with a calmly gesture until. Ooh! 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 It's nice to meet you, Duchess Gabriella. Gabriella, meet my daughter, Crown Princess Michaela of Montesoro. And Mullers, in another timeline, in another universe, you have another oldest daughter named Veronica. It's nice to finally meet you too, Miss Michaela. I'm flattered that you dressed up for a dinner among friends. Hey, friends, she said it! She said it! Even a simple dinner deserves some pizzazz. Why don't you both sit with us over dinner so we can catch up? You clap your hands and servants begin carrying several platters to the dining table. Guests find their seats. You get Amalis and Michaela to sit beside you while Ash sits on the other side with Hannah. Our hosts have really outdone themselves. But there's so many babies. Oh! Yeah, she doesn't like veggies. I know, but you can do it, Princess. You have to eat them all if you want to grow up big and strong. Okay, I'll do this for laughs. Why not? I'll do it for laughs. Ash's eyes light up at the mention of her favorite course, and she spoons up a few pieces of broccoli. Okay, ready for cake? I still see more veggies on that plate, but I've eaten so many. Just pretend you're eating little treats like this. Wow, Michaela shows a fascinated Ash and Body how many brownie fillets she can stuff in her mouth. You have a chance to turn to the Spy Queen. So, Mullis, how are things in Montesoro? Have you been keeping busy while we were prepping for yesterday's Applewood Ball? In a manner of speaking, I was actually on the plane last night. Michaela and I have been off the grid for the past 3 weeks. Seriously? Not what you'd expect from the Spy Queen, I know, but I'd been working too much and I owed Michaela some quality mother-daughter time. As a mother should. We sailed off to an island cabin with no cell service, no landlines, and absolutely no screens for me to work on. Are you sure? Are you sure? You were there for the whole 3 weeks? I promised my daughter a real vacation, Gabriella, and I keep my promises. We got home this morning and flew straight to Cordonia. I do believe it. I'm just gonna say this, but I'm gonna say, are you sure you're being sneaky a tablet with you for the sole purpose of giggles and laughs? Not even for fun? She tried, but I found it in her suitcase, and maybe it made her leave it at home. Yes. If you're interested, I could be talked into lending you the cabin. Wait, is it? So it's not. So it's not like a resort that's like you rented or bought the cabin. So like you bought the cabin. Oh, okay. Actually bought the cabin. Okay, just so it's not like you just bought the cabin. If you bought the cabin, it's your cabin. Okay. Maybe when I've got less on my plate. Once everyone finished their meals, the kids quickly run off to play while the other guys mingle before dessert. Ooh, Ash is missing the dessert. You pull Hannah and a few of your friends aside. Well, I'm pretty sure Malas and Bertrand weren't the ones helping any luck smoozing with our other guests. No one spilled any secrets over dinner. It's kind of hard to ask people whether they're involved in a secret society without, mentioning the secret society. The only person we haven't talked to yet is Justin. To rush over with Ash until give it a Hannah. We might have a problem with Landon. He was trying to give Ash a small package, but I got her away before he could. What's wrong, Mommy? Nothing you need to worry about, sweetheart. Bastine, Mara. You wave them over from their post on one side of the hall. Take Ash to a room and keep an eye on her while we deal with one of our guests. Of course, Judge Skipper. Landon, we need to talk. You and Hannah lead him down a hallway out of earshot from the rest of the party. What were you trying to hand our daughter? It's just a gift from Penelope. He pulls a small box from one of his coat pockets. Inside there's a silver pen shaped like a poodle. Oh, that's less suspicious than I expected. Then what were you doing sneaking around in the servants' hallway at Applewood? You know about that? I don't see how it's any of your business. It's our business because we're asking about it and we're not gonna ask again. I had to take an embarrassing personal call, alright, from my doctor. Did you see anything unusual that night? Anything at all, please. There was hardly anyone around other than that one King's guard I saw with King Eric, I suppose. What? Oh, it's between Bertrand and it's between Bastine and Mara that we know of. I'm gonna have to go with Bastine on this one. What? Who was it? I didn't catch her face from far away, just the uniform, although it was odd to see King Eric at the ball. You see your own shock mirrored on Hannah's face as she pulls out her phone and texts one word to the group chat. Swordfish. Swordfish, Gabriella Squad. Swordfish. And that is to go with. Your friends race with you and Hannah to Ash's bedroom, where you find your daughter playing on the floor halfway between Bastine and Mara. Hey, Mommy! Both of you, get away from her. Now. Right now. What? Just give it up. What's going on? One of you knows who Eric really is, and you help him get into Applewood, which means see, I don't want to say Mara is a traitor because I know her. She is like the one person. She was our what's it called? She was our private security force. So I got to know her more. Basine, we don't know much about him. Did I say one of you? Still, you know what? Go ahead. Cousin Singh, King Tallulah. I've always protected the royal family and the crown princess with my life. Have you? You took over Julian's with Julian? No way. Is Julian from high school? Sorry, hold on, what? You took over Julian's watch in the side garden that night. You could easily have snuck some foreign operative in. Oh please, if I'm the traitor, then why were you so slow to answer your radio all night? What were you up to? I don't like everyone fighting. Your daughter tries to step towards you, but Mara moves to intercept her. Ditch Gabriella. For her own safety, the Crown Princess should get behind me. She should stay as far away from you as possible, traitor. Or you could both be traitors. Until we know the truth, I'm removing both of you from your duties. You don't have the authority. She does if I give the order, and I am removing you both from the King's Guard effective immediately. Okay, Scarfreeze. Then for the first time, Mara takes a step back from Ash. Iverson, I don't like it, but it's the safest option you have. Thank you, Mara. Passing. No, King Tallulah, this is madness. I just gave an order. You follow it. I can't protect you or the Crown Princess if I'm stuck in some cell. Basine, this isn't like you. Why are you fighting this? This is a direct order. Why are you fighting this? The rest of your friends form a close line behind you, blocking both King's guards from the door. I'm just trying to do my duty. By disobeying a direct order? By saving you from being tricked by this traitor. Last night isn't the first time he's taken an extra duty. King Tallulah or covered for someone else's watch. Come to think of it, he's always kept a lot of security matters close to his chest. That's irrelevant. Everything I do to protect my charges. Then why? Then look at me. Then look me in the eye and tell me it is not you, Bastien. Tell me you didn't betray the oath that you and my dad took. Tell me you're not working for the people who've hurt Talewa and Gabriella. But Bastien tries to make Drake's gaze, and then something inside of him breaks. I'm sorry, Drake. It was always much more complicated than that. There it is. There it is. Drake, I'm so sorry, bro. I really am. No. We trusted you with our city, with Ash. With my whole family's lives. You put Ash over to you while Hannah sat particularly between you and Bastien. Mara takes a defensive stance at Hannah's side. That's the only reason I joined them came to Lewa to protect the people in my care. I don't know much about the bigger picture, but I do know that the V and Bree are powerful, and that makes them dangerous. When they approached me all those years ago, I thought I'd be safer to be in their good graces than not. You being in their good graces and stop Bastien, Bartholomew or Asshole for that matter. Did it? Yeah, being in their good graces didn't save us from Bartholomew. Or Anton, or any of the other coups he funded over the years. You've been helping people who had a hand in threatening my kingdom, my family, for decades. If what you're saying is true, then I've been even more of a fool than I thought. I had no idea, I swear. A long, tense silence falls over the room. It's Ash who finally breaks it. Did Mr. Bastien do something bad? Yes, Ash, he did. Bastien helped some very bad people make a lot of trouble. So, no more playing tag with Mr. Bastien? I'm sorry, Princess, not anymore. Not anymore. I have some questions about this Vietnam myself came to know. We'll fill you in later, as long as you treat the details as a matter of utmost secrecy. But for now, I need you to place this man in custody. With pleasure, Your Majesty. She cuts Bastien's hand behind his back. As soon as she leads him out of the room, Drake sits down heavily on the edge of Ash's bed. Uncle Drake, are you okay? No, Ash. Not really. Bastien was like my uncle when I was little. I can't believe I spent my whole life looking up to a traitor. A traitor. You shouldn't blame yourself for trusting someone who was like family. But that's exactly why I should have seen it. In all those years together, he must have let something slip. He and my dad used to talk about their work once in a while about loyalty. Like on the camping trip they took with us. Yeah, there was something going on with Bastien then, something I didn't really understand. I get the feeling it's to be a flashback. But I bet that was right after he joined the Via Imperi. Do you want to talk about it? Speaking of the flashback, we might get to see Jackson. Good. Speaking from experience, if someone you thought it was family let you down, it kind of helps to get that off your chest. This is true. And if there's anything you remember about why he joined or what he was doing for them, it'll be good to know. Tell us everything you can remember. Now blame Drake. It was just the four of us on that trip. Me, Dexter, and Basim. That was Talewa's first time camping. More firewood coming through. Nice work, Mr. Lumberjack. You already done chopping? Hey, I warned you that pitching tents. Hey, I warned you that pitching tents was the hardest job. Why don't you build up that fire a bit more while I get dinner set up? Okay, where's Jackson? Sure thing, Uncle Basim. You hear one of the newly chopped logs in your hand and turn towards the crackling fire. And yes, I've been camping twice, in fact. No, 3 times. So I know so much about fires when it comes to camping. You carefully add the new log beside the one that are already burning, and a few seconds later, the fire gently flitters with one. Yes, we're good. Dad taught me that trick to it. If you're done playing with flames, want to help me with this tent? Yeah, I do hate doing that. That's really good. You join them beside the only tent that hasn't been set up yet, which means it's just a pile of fabric and poles on the ground. Are you sure this is supposed to be a tent and not just a big blanket? I guess we won't know until it's up. But if you hold this pole, I think I can get the others in place. He hands you the tallest pole of the bunch. You hold on tight as Helen begins to arrange the other poles until the tent's canvas over them, but the weight of the canvas starts to pull you down. Whoa! Hold tight. You plant your feet firmly on the ground, setting the pole against the weight of the tent, and as Talua pulls one last rope, the rest of the tent springs into place. Only if it was that easy. We did it! We're unstoppable. Talk about teamwork. Making the dream work. Hey, Chocolate! There you are, buddy. What's up, bro? Well, I'll be. This place is starting to look like a real campsite. There you back. You run over and give him a hug as he strolls into the clearing. He tussles your hair running. No snakes, poison ivy, or any other hazards to avoid. Looks like it'll be quite nice here in the wilderness. Nice to know that even on your days off, you're still running perimeter sweeps. Hey, it's the least I could do. It seems like you and the boys were in the zone setting up camp. It's been a while since I've seen you this focused even back at the palace. You you calling me sloppy? I still outrank you, Walker. Jackson chuckles, deprecatingly holds up his hands. I'm just saying you deserve this vacation. Before today, you seemed distracted off your game. No, I'm fit as a fiddle. I just been busy lately. Guess I needed a break more than I thought. You and Tallulah settled onto a log beside the campfire while the grown-ups started roasting some hot dogs for dinner over the flames. Dinner is just about ready. Could you boys grab the buns and the condiments from the cooler? Sure, Dad. You almost missed it while you until it dig through the cooler for ketchup and mustard, but your dad whispered something to his best friend over the crackling of the fire. Hey, be real with it. Something at work has been giving you trouble. You sure you don't want me to look into it when we get back? No need, it's been taken care of. Really, it sounded like a big potential breach. I know, but I handled it. After today, no one else needs to worry about it. You frowned curiously at them before carrying the dinner supplies back to the campfire. Is everything alright, Dad? Everything's fine. We were just talking about another perimeter sweep. It's hard not to think about safety all the time when a job with a job like ours. That's true. Jackson, Vaccine, can I ask why you joined the King's Guards? I'm really grateful that I'm really grateful that you're protecting my family, and I know my parents are too. But you have to risk so much to keep us safe. Sometimes, why do it? That's a good question. That's something I would ask. I'm not gonna lie. That's something I would ask. Your dad likes a vaccine. Both of them wearing the question year that's now first in a small smile. That's a pretty good question, and the answer is, I guess I'm not cut out for politics or changing your world, but I know your family are good people, good for Cordona. So making sure you're safe to keep doing that good is my way of making a difference. Exactly. Protecting our charges is priority number one. I would do anything to keep them safe. Anything? Well, basically anything. As King's Guards, there are obviously lines we can't cross. It's certain reputation we've got to live up to. That's the inspection focus for a moment, but then he nods, not quite looking your dad in the eye. The reputation for keeping the Ryan's family alive. Without the right allies to look out for you, even the noblest people in the world can end up with a turtle in their lives. And it's a good thing that I won't ever let anyone mess with you And that's a promise. Except for you. Obviously, if I never mess with you, all that friend stuff might go to your head. I mean, what about Savannah? Seems to me like he's already got a good head on his shoulders. Your dad passed your best friend on the back while Bassine runs at the fire nodding to no one in particular. It's always good to have the right friends in your corner. The right friends in your corner. Okay. The right friends, huh? I guess now we know who he meant. I can't believe I trusted him to keep Talluva's family safe for so long. Don't be sad, Uncle Drake. Ash gives Drake a big hug. Drake hugs her back, and Talluva puts a reassuring hand on his shoulder. There'll be time to question Bassine verbally later when you're ready, but you can't blame yourself for not saying a well-kept secret. Yeah. Don't judge your instincts with this. Whatever Bassine been doing all these years, my friend Drake has always kept us safe. And I know he always will. Thanks, home. I'll do everything I can. Bassine having other loyalties wasn't out anyone's right. Bassine having other loyalties. Bassine having other loyalties wasn't on anyone's radar, but at least we now know the truth. And this time, we did something about it. Oh, guys. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Eric was right that the Imperium can be dangerous. Tell Mara we already have made her a target. Then we tell no one else unless it's obviously necessary that secrets stays between us. But we can't fight this threat until we understand it better. If we even want to fight them, turning them down outright could be dangerous, especially when they seem to want peace. Then we need to learn more, get closer to them, until we know what is our branch would truly mean for Cordona. We'll have to be smarter than them, depending on what they're hiding. We might even have to cross lines we've never crossed before. But if we're going to protect our home from these people, protect our family, we need to dig deeper. You look at your friends and your wife, knowing just how much you're asking, but there's no hesitation in Hannah's eyes as she nods. Then we have a call to make, everyone. You pull out your phone and dial to Vanaheim. Woo! Cat 5 9s. Ooh. Okay. This seems like a gimmick book, maybe. This might be a gimmick book. Okay. You're heading into a VA Imperial's territory, but that's only the first step to protecting your family from these mysterious foes. Throughout the world finale, this gallery of secrets will track your progress as you uncover more about the Via Imperii. But what could they be hiding? See what truths you can reveal as